And consider the following class definition. Each object of the class dog will store the dog's name as name, the age as age, and the number of puppies that the dog has as puppies. Okay, so this is just describing what the variables are. Name and age is obvious, and then so puppies, now we know is actually like the number of puppies that the dog has. Okay, great. So we have those three instance variables, attributes, data, and we have two constructors. So we have two ways that we can create dog objects. I can create a dog object passing in a string and an int and an int. So I pass in three values. First a string and then two ints. I use the string to set the name, and I use the two ints to set the age and puppies respectively. So this is one way that I can create a dog object. Another way that I can create a dog object is by passing in only two values, passing in a string and an int. What this will do is use the string to set the name and use the int to set the age, and puppies will automatically be set to 0. I also want to mention that technically that line of code is not necessary, because if a certain attribute is not set by the constructor, then it will set it to the default value, which is 0. So technically that line of code is not really required, but it's good to have it so that it makes it very clear what we're setting the value of the variable to be. But I just wanted to mention that technically it would not be required. But in the code, you see that, very obviously it sets it to 0. So we have here three dogs constructed. Okay. The question is asking which of those constructors can be used to create a dog that is 3 years old. So that means that we need this constructor to have set age to be 3 and having no puppies. So that would set puppies to be specifically 0. So the name we're not caring about, but that it makes sure that the dog is 3 years of age and has no puppies. So if we look at the first one, this one is good. It will work because this is using the 3 inputs. So it's going to pass in Caesar for the string, 3 for the int, and 0 for the other int. Now, Caesar, which is the N, will be used for the name. 3, which is A, will be used for the age. And 0, which is P, will be used for the puppies. So the age will be set to 3 and the puppies will be set to 0. So this one works. This is good. The second one does not work because this one is using 5 for the A. So the age will be 5 years old. And in the question, they said that we specifically want it to be 3 years old. And also it would be 8 for puppies, which means that also the puppies is not correct because the puppies should be 0. Okay, so 2 does not work. The third one, what would happen here? Now, the third one uses a string and an int. So this third one will use this second constructor, the second version of the constructor that will only use the string. So it will use N to set the name to Coda, and then the A3 for the age. So it'll set it to age of 3 and puppies to 0. So this one also works for creating a puppy that is 3 years of age and has 0 puppies, or creating a dog that has 3 years of age and 0 puppies. So 1 and 3 work here. Okay, and the answer is D.